support our coverage with a free account on Privacy, the service that keeps you protected when shopping online. Get $5 to try it now by using promo code QZZ2J.
How's it going, Martin?
Good. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. So this may be the biggest thing that we've had on this table.
Okay. Does that mean anything?
I don't know. Sure. That is the biggest thing we've had on the table.
I'll take it.
All right. So Pawport is a patented smart secure pet door that retrofits. Getting tired, you can just see it.
Long day.
Retrofits onto existing pet doors in seconds, instantly converting old-fashioned, flimsy, unsightly, and vulnerable pet doors into high security doors that can be controlled via an app. And I'm just going to stop there because I think Martin is going to explain the rest of this to us. So.
Well, there's a lot to talk about.
All
I
right.
appreciate that.
I love this.
So the door is designed to be a retrofit. It could fit onto an existing pet door. So let's say you have a pet door. I'm going to spin this around. This is going to get even fancier now. So on the other side, we have a different door, and this one is off. So I can illustrate to you how if you have a pet door that looks like that, how you can mount Pawport onto it in seconds and literally transform it. Now, there's screws that lock it on so that this is not going anywhere. It turns it from an analog, old-fashioned pet door into a high-tech digital door.
Oh.
And now you've got light control. You can set curfews and schedules for your pets. Your dog wears this little tag, a little smart tag that we have. Here it is right here.
Okay.
Yeah. And this is built into our collar that we have.
Okay.
And so now once he is assigned to your door, he's your pet. When he approaches Pawport and gets within range of the door, then Pawport will open for him if this is set up to go. I think they brought the wrong dog to me, of course, on the live on display.
It's all good. If it's connected to the Wi-Fi in here, good luck with that.
Well, we have signal trouble, but the door is set to open, and then you can schedule curfews and access for him to enter and exit as he wants.
So no dog hollering at you at 4 o'clock in the morning to let me out anymore.
Yeah, but really it's more about what can come in your house. So the main thing we did with Pawport was design it for security, right? So a lot of people around the country have wildlife coming in their pet doors.
What's less exciting than having a raccoon going through your garbage in the house, right?
In our neck of the woods, it's bobcats.
Really?
Coyotes, bobcats, stuff like that.
Yeah.
So that's been the problem for pet doors, and burglars use them to access to. Not to mention the crawly stuff that gets through those vinyl flaps, right?
Yeah.
So Pawport just eliminates that. It's essentially airtight. Bugs are not coming in. You're not losing your air conditioning to the outside air. And then the wildlife is staying where it's supposed to be, on the outside of your house instead of on the inside.
I'm sure you get this question asked 100 times a day here, too. What about packages?
As far as
people delivering packages.
It's funny you say that. We had some people ask us about that, and we talked about making a package port. But you know what? We got enough on our hands right now.
Okay. So you couldn't. I mean, do you have the ability in the app to open the door anytime you want to?
Of course, yeah. The app control allows you manually to trigger and control it.
So if you had somebody dropping by something or whatever, you could open the thing up and just have them put it inside.
You certainly could.
Okay.
Yeah, you certainly could.
So it is a possibility.
It is. It's designed, though, to be more in your backyard, right? So, I mean, you'd have to,
Gotcha.
It's a way in, but it's not something you'd necessarily use that way.
Okay.
It's more for your pet.
I'll stop talking about it now. So I'm always thinking about other ways to use these things. But this is really, really creative. And you can literally transform any pet door that's out there.
Yeah, and if you don't have a pet door, obviously we have full systems to install a pet door. And our systems will install Pawport in a wall, or a door, or even into glass.
Okay.
So we have different configurations and frameworks that will allow you to basically put a Pawport anywhere that makes sense in your house.
And, because I noticed that you just put this on over the door, the pet door you have now, is it battery operated?
Yeah, so, right, no wires, right? It's all magic. It is battery operated. We have battery packs that live inside the doors, so those are concealed in the doors. But you also could hardwire it through your wall, so that no charging necessary, no batteries at all. You can simply plug it in if you're someone who doesn't mind looking at cords here and there. But there's also a solar panel attachment we make that goes on the outside of your home where the pet exits that also enables additional charging and juice for it. So depending how you want to use it.
Do you find that the solar pack is enough to keep it
Yeah,
charged up?
It depends where you live. You
Sure.
know, in our neck of the woods in Phoenix, it can get quite a bit of power out
Yep.
of that. But if you're in most places where the sun is not bursting all
Yep.
days on you, then generally it's going to trickle charge the battery, give you that extra battery life that just makes it nice to not have to charge for a much longer period of time. But it's not designed to run off solar power.
So and I don't mean to stand the batteries, I just want to understand this better. Are they just like regular AA batteries that are rechargeable batteries, or how do you
no, hardly. We've got a pretty large battery pack in the door. In fact, it fills the door. So it's basically the size you see here in this front panel is basically the battery pack. It's large. Yeah. It's designed to last quite a long time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Good to know. And I'd love to hear a story.
So I'll tell you how we got here.
Okay.
All right. So our house in Scottsdale, again, exposes to bobcats, coyotes, you name it, rattlesnakes,
Yep.
right? We had 2 pet doors in our house. And not only don't we like to look at them, they're not attractive. Most people, if you've got an old pet door with a vinyl flap, you know what I'm talking
Yep.
about. It's unsightly. It's not something you want to see. We never showed our dogs. We've had dogs have their whole lifespan in our home that never knew we had a pet door because I just was afraid to leave it opening. Our neighbors, you hear stories all the time about wild animals showing up in someone's living room in the morning. And, with our kids at home, we didn't want that happening. So looking at these doors, we would cover them up. We would put them behind chairs, hide them, keep them locked. Dogs never even knew we had them, and we'd be letting our dogs out all day, every day. So it really was, that was the genesis of it, to say, let's improve that. There's got to be a better way. Everything else in the house, I'm working through my phone. It's high tech. Stuff is cool. I'm a tech junkie. So, how can we bring aesthetics, functionality, and security to this, because it's just not secure having a hole in your house. So that's what we set out to do, and really build a product that let people enable their pets to be independent and be free to roam when they want, but also know when they're inside, keep them inside, and secure your house. And so the Pawport app allows you to do these things and see when your pet's coming and going. Your pet leaves your house, you get an alert. So-and-so went outside, so-and-so came inside. You see how long they've been out, so you're always aware where they are. And you know that when they're in and your doors are closed, Pawport's closed, your house is secure. So that's kind of how we got here. It was really out of just observation that we've got this product in our house and we won't even use it.
The monitor, great story, by the way.
Thanks.
The monitor that your pet wears, is there other technology in the monitor as well, like GPS tracking and things like that?
Not in this iteration.
Okay.
That's definitely something we're working on.
Okay.
We want to have a scenario down the road where an option for people, if they are looking to track their pet, if their pet wanders off, we'll have an all-in-one, right? So it's basically this collar, this tag here is, think of it as your pet's key to your house. And the GPS would just be their ticket home if they wander off, right?
Yep.
There is stuff in the works we're going to make for options for people who are looking for that enhanced functionality. It does come at a price. A lot of people don't want these big GPS collars, so we want to have options.
Yeah. And is this a product already available on the market?
It's actually launching Q2 this year.
Okay.
So in May is our target date.
What is your background?
That's another long story. You're talking about a story. But mostly technology for the last 20 or so years, 25 years. I did a dev shop. We basically built tech solutions, digital, for companies around the world.
But never in hardware at all.
So this is the first time I'm marrying sort of physical hardware to the digital. We had the digital down. We've got, love doing the branding, the aesthetics. That was kind of all wheelhouse stuff. And then going into physical product was like the next realm for me personally. And I'm thrilled with it. I mean, I love doing it. It's just great to dial it all together and see it all come together into fruition like this.
It's a great product, Martin.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
And I hate to kick you out of here. I'd kick you out of here, but we have to do that. Where do we find more information?
Pawport.com.
Okay, simple as that. Martin, it's been a pleasure. Good luck to you. I think this is very, very innovative, and sometimes the easiest things are the best things, right? I can't believe nobody's ever thought of this before.
Yeah, I've seen, doors try to solve some of the solution, but not with the level of tech integration, functionality, and aesthetics that we've brought to the table.
It's fantastic.
Thank you.
Right.
Appreciate it. Thanks so much for having me.
You bet. Take care.
Appreciate it.
The Tech Podcast Network CES 2025 coverage is executive produced by Adam Barker. Technical director is Kirk Corliss. Associate producers are Nancy Ertz, Tracy Ingram, Xerxes Goddard, Brandy Jackson, and Aviva Cram. Voiceover by Aaron Hurst. Our hosts are Marlo Anderson, Don Bain, and Scott Ertz. Studio and equipment are provided by PLUGHITZ Productions. The TPN studio executive is Todd Cochran. This has been a Tech Podcast Network production, copyright 2025.